Hey Boxy Slap, I just spotted your message. Yep, sure. Come in, I'm in the American server. First run with this. Picked up team setup. Took forever to freaking load. I think I'm going to get lag lots. 258, no, that's respectable actually, considering I'm in Australia. Alright, so the aim of the game is to be able to... Holy moly. 2 minutes 17.8 by my teammate Nom. Unlikely by me. I do see a lot of people in the 2-minute 20s. That would be exceptional. And another spread in the 221s. So if I can get into 221s, I'd be pretty stoked actually. Let me just check again my setup. Defaults. I'm talking about my Logitech profiler. Let's go into options. Check my steering wheel. Shit, still holding. I have a method for my steering wheel, which is, even though I have a 900-degree Driving Force GT wheel, as you can see up the top left there, my wheel range is 876, because what I do is I go through the motions where it says turn all the way one way, turn all the way the other way, put it back to center, and then turn it 90 degrees, hit the button or click done, and then you're done. But then what I do is I actually turn the wheel one full rotation in real life in front of me and look up and see is it the same, and then I go the other way, and more often than not it won't be the same, even though middle or center is accurate. So what I do is in real life I turn one full right until it's real, and then I use the wheel range and I slide that until that matches, and I find that that helps me a lot. And the other thing is making all my pedals checked. I wonder if I want damping. I do want damping because damping adds some realism for me, but I'm going to have a play. Let's go to 15%. Actually, let's reset and go to 15 and then see how I go. Alright. Oh yeah. Another trick I learnt is to... you won't know what I'm talking about. Let's turn that on. I'm using head tracking, as you can tell. But someone in the forum suggested get in the car, get out of the car, get into cockpit view, right, yep, and then get into this. There we go. And to move the head back. To get some better visuals. So I'm going to turn that off and go back into practice. Switch on my head graphics. And then find my home key to reset. So normally for that I close my eyes, don't look at the screen, close my eyes, get into a nice position that I'd like to sit in when in a straight line. Yep, still got my eyes closed, and then hit reset. And then go with that.
1.
I've already calibrated my my camera,
3.
my head tracking, so that yeah, it's calibrated and aligns well. First time out this week. Power track combo. Expect a lot of fucking up. From my end anyway. Not from the car. Too narrow. Idiot. Where's me? Shit, can't find my chat window. There we go. Hey, Euro.
2.
There's been some talking. At the moment, I have 18. Oh, what the hell, man?
2.
18.5.
3. 4.
I'm just gonna try and drive this thing around.
3.
Wow, I really can't see the I really can't see the apex at that corner.
4.
Forwards and backwards. Yeah, that's calibrated. Oh no, it's not. It's moved a little bit.
5.
Hero, why don't you come out and have a session with us?
3. 2.
If you're not doing anything else.
3.
I'll be racing Mustang again on Monday, or if people are up for it, then after Mofo. Are you at your iRacing computer now? Come join us in the practice session. We're in the American server.
5. 4. 3.
'Frame rates, go away. I don't know what it is, but lately every time I turn on my OBS for streaming, my frame rates get a massive drop.
4.
And I was in Zach Sonic's stream yesterday. Guto was in there as well. And he was giving Zach Sonic some instructions.
3.
And I was wondering what it was all about. But I found out what happened was something.
4.
One of the exe programs that run when you're streaming, when you do the Kuto apps, or the communication between them gets a little bit awkward. But I'm not sure if it's to do with the fact that I've got two video adapters, my AMD GPU and my Intel graphics HD 4000, which is what OBS uses to capture full resolution, screen resolution, and uncompressed, and maximum bitrate that QuickSync can do. Bugger, bugger.
4.
And then that gets all sent down to my laptop, which is on my left there,
5.
and that does the crunching and downsizing. So that workload that would normally be done by the X264 is done on another computer.
3. 2.
So that frees up CPU and memory on my system,
3.
because even though it's the computer I game on, I wouldn't really call it a gaming computer.
2 minutes 24.04.
I should take my monitor capture off.
5.
That would be a lot better. That would make my stream a lot better. I'm currently running at 35 frames a second with no one in front of me. That's disturbing. Wow, how much can I cut over that? Alright, session's building up. Got more people joining.
4, 3,
Wow, I'm getting frame skips.
4, 3, 2, 3,
That went better than expected. Thought I was going to start sliding the rear end out.
4,
Minimal tuning. Aim for the corner.
3,
This dampening is helping me a lot with my driving force GT.
4,
It makes it feel a bit more like my real car, and as well as that, it helps me stop oversteering the wheel too much, which is something I tend to do. Waiting for the right amount of timing to put the throttle back on.
4, 3, 2,
Yeah, threshold braking
3,
I could do with a bit more work.
4,
2 minutes 22.46.
5, 4, 3,
Oh, Hero's here. Hero's in the house. Hero's going to show me how it's done. That's better. I've got to learn to brake enough so that the nose is pointing in to the corner, because it's not a sports car with wings and ultra grip, so the fastest I can be with it is to get that nose pointed into the apex,
4,
so there's pretty much less time turning and more time throttling on.
2,
A 2 minute 22, that's okay.
4,
By my standards, I'm actually surprised that I could get that far that quickly.
5,
But I know there's tenths left
4,
everywhere,
3,
and it's my job to find out where they are and to pick them up. This doesn't feel right. My head tracking, that is.
5, 4, 3, 2, 3,
I'm gonna reset my my head tracking, and I'll put the
0,
monitor on so you can see what it is, what I'm doing. I'm gonna switch over first to Monster Cat. I can't get it any quieter. Actually, wow, that did work. But I'll mute you for now. Alright, so let's get into practice. Bring this up, and then bring up my tracker, bring up my filter, Bring up my options. Missed by 1 pixel. Bring up my options. Okay, so what it is I want to do is I want to reset this. And it's something that I think I will need to do. Hello, Hero. How are you? So I'm going to toggle the calibration. So that's a case of looking up, left, right, middle, left, right, down, left, right, and finish the calibration. And that should give me that red price, which is not in the middle of this one. So this has got a fair idea of where my head's located. The next thing I want to do is lean forward and backwards and see how far off I get. And this is what throws a lot of people off. A lot of people don't do this part, and it screws them because they'll end up with numlock, is it? Nope, it is numlock. So close your eyes, look ahead. So a lot of people get this, and then they look left, and they look right, but it doesn't look right. They look up, and they look down, and that's not angled right. And they lean forward, and they lean backward, and all the angles are fucked. And a lot of people say that they give up at this stage because it makes them sick. So first thing I do is this actually. Where is it? Point tracker. Oh, no, it's not there. It is. Here. So over here, we've got raw tracker data and game data. And every time I hit center, game data resets. So no matter where I look, where I'm looking, angle and all that, when I hit center, it recenters. So what I like doing is looking at the camera. Until I can get this part corrected, and then look. I'm not looking out the windscreen, I'm looking comfortably, and I can see yaw is -24, pitch is 12, and roll is 5. And as a first stab, that's what I'll mimic. -24, 12, 5. And as I'm doing it, you can see everything's looking pretty funny. And then I center, and then I try left and right. Left and right, up and down, not quite, forward and back. Well, forward and back is a bit better. Up and down don't look right, so my roll is off. Let's go to 10. Actually, let's go extreme. Okay, that's not good at all. It's the other way. It's not bad. Let's go for 15. You really can't tell what it looks like. I'm rolling my head up and down, but you can tell that my head's twisting up and down. In terms of left and right, the roll is looking better. Where did I put it? There we go. The roll is looking better. Let's get it up to 20. Looking right, looking left. Okay. The plane seems to be okay. Seems to be focused that way a little bit too much. So let's see if that works. It's a bit funny at first, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing first time I was doing this, but it gets better with the more practice that you do. Looking up, looking down. Looking up and looking down is off. Pitch is looking up, looking down. So what I'll do is I'll reset all these again. Hit home. And the first thing I do is look up and look down. and I can tell that there's an angle like this, which is, I don't know, about 10 degrees. And then I look that way, and I look that way. And even though I'm not twisting my head like this, when I'm turning left and right, in car, it is doing that, in game I should say. So I'm trying to visually map a sphere that I'm in the middle of, and fix up the offsets. So it looks like my pitch is off. Goes there. You can see that it curves like this. If I go, that's 25. Let's go to 50. Now you can see it's kind of going this way. So 50 is too extreme. 25 was kind of close. Let's aim for 30. Not bad. Let's go for 35. It's kind of straightening out. So it's kind of straight, but at an angle like that. So my roll is off. So let's go for, I don't know, 10. And really see if I'm heading in the right, no, I'm not heading in the right direction. Should be in the minus. Yeah, that's decent actually. Looking up and looking down is right. Now it's moving forward and moving backward. Yeah, I'm off on that. So it's your... Not sure if this will fix it. That's too extreme. Let's go into the minus. Not bad. Going from 20 to 30. That's not bad. Let's go for 27. Left and right. Up and down. Okay, yaw has thrown off the rest of it. Okay, that looks good. It's a straight line, but not parallel. So let's use roll to fix that. Actually, that's quite comfortable. I'm gonna take these as they are and work on it. And I'm gonna join our team speak and see if we're in here.
Connected.
Anybody in here?
Channel switched.
Hello, Eero. We're on. I'm streaming. How's it going? You doing well?
Yep.
Okay. So where are we?
One.
220 already. Okay.
We are on these. Okay.
2.
Okay, I'll jump in.
3. 0.
Wow, my frame rates suck.
3.
I'm at 120.
Well, take away the 1 and that's where I'm at. 20.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And the more cars come on, the worse it gets.
If I go below 120, I get lag.
I enjoy 120 and above. Feels a lot smoother to me.
Three. 4. 3. 2.
He's in the middle of the track, man. Going
Better
slow.
go.
3.
I'll stay behind. Yeah.
4,
Hello.
Your paint doesn't work, Sam.
My paint.
Yeah.
3,
It's blue in the mirror. Past me.
Left
Yeah,
side.
it's blue. What the fuck?
Clear.
I think, is
Could be.
this season 4 at the minute?
Yep.
I think I'm running the wrong setup then.
Picked up a setup from TBR,
Yeah.
Mega TBR.
I just uploaded it yesterday.
Yeah, it says Suzuka Race 2015.
Season 4.
3,
These
2,
S03 I've picked up. Oh,
Yeah, it's the wrong one.
I wondered why it felt a bit.
Yeah.
3,
Didn't want to say anything because Aero had made it, so. I thought, huh?
4,
You're right though. It's it doesn't feel right. It's not the right setup.
On your right.
5,
So,
Still there.
in teams or.
You're clear.
3,
Well, I'm not on top of my game this week, so I haven't been doing a lot of racing. And IndyCar Oval Fixed is not my cup of tea this week, even though it's my bread and butter series because it's at Daytona Oval. And I only did one race, and I think that's more than enough for me. Too many yellows, too many incidents. I didn't even qualify. I just stayed at the back.
three,
Oh, this frame rate really sucky.
4,
Well, Eero, to me, your car is blue, and I can see my paint.
But
2,
I don't have the setup in mind. Is it in Dropbox or is it in?
TB in Mega.
we don't use Dropbox anymore.
In Mega, in the TBR folder, share folder from Ricard. I'll share my one.
Okay, thank you.
That'll be easiest. I'll do that. Okay,
You
it's
like
done.
the setup, Sam?
Do I like the setup? Yeah, I always like your setups because there's a touch of confidence in them when I drive them. But then I go and compare my lap times with others and go do something else for a while. Pretty much. Let me check
Practice.
my train paints.
This track needs practice, so
It's just practice, yeah. I know. But there's a point where some other cars I can do much better at getting much closer to the top of the field time-wise, and this car's not one of them. I can get somewhat close, but it's always
1,
many more hours and much more harder work to get anywhere respectable.
Sam, do you use clutch
2,
Do I use clutch?
to change gears?
Do I use clutch? Yes, I use a button clutch.
3,
Okay.
But I'm really not happy with the frame rate here. I'm getting 29 right now. I don't understand it though. I think it's because I got two video cards, the AMD and the inbuilt Intel. I think OBS falls over because of that. When I'm not streaming, the frame rates go back up again.
Yeah.
Which sucks. Oh, that was a better exit.
4, 3,
Greg, do you want to follow?
Yeah, I can do, buddy. Yeah, please. I'm a bit unsure about the first one and the
4,
Begners as well.
And then you got Aero behind you.
2.
Having, to be honest with you, having him in front is just as bad.
4.
Actually, I don't have my monster thing.
I think we should all chip in and get Aero a direct drive wheel, and then we can blame something that we haven't got.
I know, isn't that bad?
Yeah.
Because right now it's just a driver, pretty much. You can only blame the driver. If we get him an OSW, we can say it's because he's got an OSW.
Yeah, yeah. I was going to say it's because he had triple screens, but yeah, I've watched him race, and I seen him with just one monitor.
It's a TV.
Oh God! Just stop it.
Three, 0, 2.
I think I'm downshifting
What gear here?
3,
Are you changing down to
Fourth.
fourth and then third for this one?
Yeah.
4,
You going under the bridge?
Little understeer, but it's faster.
Okay.
5, 4, 3,
I watched your YouTube video, Eero, of a lap around here. Very helpful. But I couldn't believe how much tyre scrubbing I was hearing through 1 and 2, and I'm wondering if I'm interpreting them the wrong way. I thought lots of tyre scrubbing meant, I mean lots of sound of scrubbing tyres meant that you're not doing it very well or fast, but maybe I got that wrong.
Yeah, but you can slide this car now, so that's the fastest way. Last season was different.
3,
Last season was different. It was a lot more wiggly at the back end.
4,
Yeah, you couldn't slide then. Now you can slide.
3, 2.
Okay. Let's be smooth.
4, 3,
Do you ever get into 5th gear coming up to spoon curve, or it's just always 4th?
What's that last part, do you mean?
No,
4,
well, I think it's called spoon curve.
Yeah, okay. No, 130R.
The two
You mean?
left-handers
No, fourth, I think.
before you head out onto the backstretch.
Yeah, fourth gear. Then third.
It is always 4th, getting into there, and then 3rd. Okay. Approaching 4th, I mean.
3,
You never get into 5th.
2,
No.
Okay.
What about on the back straight near 130R?
3,
Fifth. And again, you have to
Four.
just be patient with fifth gear.
2 minutes 20.29.
5,
And let the car roll enough. If that makes sense.
4,
Second at the pin?
Yeah.
3,
Wow, it does feel a lot better though. See, I've been used to hearing, especially in this car, front tyre slide equals bad. But I've just tried it now. It actually was okay. It didn't ruin the car. Didn't upset it. Just got to get used to it.
0,
Ah, damn it. I shift too quick on the button clutch and I end up in neutral. I always think, oh, I'm going to gain intense by shifting quicker, but I lose like a half a second because it's stuck in neutral now.
4, 3, 2,
For those who have joined my channel, welcome. Sam Catacusnos Racing. I'm a part of Team Bushwink Racing,
3,
and I've got a couple of my teammates here in the practice session. This is my first practice session, and we've also got Hero and Craig. So
3,
haven't been feeling that great lately, so I haven't been entering into many races, but I have been doing practice sessions. Earlier today I was doing Skip Barber at VIR. That's an interesting layout, that one, with the infield. And now I want to be a hero and do a 219.
5,
I did 18.5 in the race, and that's the world record.
4, 3, 2,
This series is still independent qualifying time, right?
Yeah.
3,
And same weather every race, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4,
2 minutes 22.36.
5, 4, 3,
A little bit too quicker in turn 2.
4, 3,
Come on, get in there. So much momentum, too easy to lose. For me, anyway.
3,
For me, a lot of it is finding the limit of adhesion when I'm turning the wheel and not going over that
4,
steering angle.
3, 2,
I used to do it really well with the street stocks, especially at USA International Speedway.
3,
You pick up 2/10 every lap just by not oversteering the wheel.
4,
You change down to fourth before the first corner, or as you're going round it around?
Yeah, before.
And third for the second part, and then follow that all the way through the snake.
Yeah.
Ah, 218 already. My goodness. 3 seconds difference exactly from me.
5,
It's just the draft I'm giving him. I'm clearing the way for him.
That's what teammates are for.
4,
Race field,
3,
so.
2,
This in optimal is 17.7.
3,
My current optimum is 220.8.
2 minutes 22.97.
5, 4, 3,
You managed to get the front end of the car in so much better than me.
Yeah, but same setup, I don't know.
Yeah, it must be. I don't know. Is there a handbrake button or something?
Wow, so much cutting and it didn't bring up an off track.
I'm using the brakes more in the corner to
Yeah.
turn.
The brakes?
Maybe that's...
Yeah. I'm finding that's actually useful, very useful.
Maybe that's why it didn't so good.
3,
Adds a bit more weight to the front to get that traction down.
4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4,
So, Parky and Eero, you've been racing this week?
Oh, this is the only second practice session I've been in.
Yeah, I raced yesterday with James.
I raced the
Oh, with
District
James.
Donington last
Okay.
week.
James is enjoying it this week, is he?
4, 3, 2,
Yeah.
He says so, yeah.
We had perfect start. He was starting fourth, so we were first and second on the start finish line.
Oh, really?
4,
Little cheating, but
2 minutes
That's for the team stuff.
22.14.
Oh, did you call it? That's okay.
4,
That's not cheating. If you called it over
Three.
Team Suite.
yeah.
Ah.
The other guys were the crazy ones. We had problem last week or Monday.
0,
Mika
Oh, right.
and
The same guys that put the YouTube up.
yeah, Albert and Xaba, whatever.
One.
I think I'll wait for you guys and tag along. I better get out of the exit. Well, I'm gonna get my drink bottle. I'll be back.
Fuck.
It would be nice if you could control it a bit better, wouldn't it? When it's in a slide, and sometimes seems
almost
impossible to. It always snaps back the other way, doesn't it? It's...
Yeah. And with BMW rim it's a little bit harder.
Alright, I'm back. Can we have a pit party and all start from the pits?
Yep.
That'd be great.
0,
Come on, Craig.
Yep. I just wanted to try something around 130R. Didn't work.
Okay. Where is really would like to know how to get that frame rate up and running when I'm driving around. So-
Turn grandstands and crowds off, Sam.
No, it's not that. It's my frame rate is pretty good. As soon as I turn stream on, my frame rate drops.
Yeah, so I mean, if you turn grandstands and crowds off, that might help it a little bit. Two of the most intensive things on the sim. Even though I can run it at high for everything, I always turn them two on to low anyway, and then don't get freezing when we're at the likes of Onza, Kota.
I'll sort it out another day. Alright, so Eero, I'll be rolling out. Here we go. Lucky Bobby, yep.
2, 3,
Actually, Paki Bobby, since you got a faster time than me, you can get in front of me.
Oh no, go on.
I think the key in the Mustang is to get on the full throttle as fast as possible.
Do you ever brake hard enough to get the rear end lit up and start rotating it? Or that's not the way you drive this car?
I don't know.
4,
Whee!
3,
I think it would be better, Craig, if you were in front of me. So take it, please.
2,
Left side.
0, 2,
Yeah,
Clear,
I brake
clear.
through the corner here until I'm safe.
3,
But
Already I can see you coming up my clacker and I'm like, yeah, I know I'm not fast enough already.
4,
I'm good at following. I'm just not very good at being followed, Sam.
Same here.
I'm good
focus
at
too much
giving
in
out
my-
pressure. I just can't take it.
I brake very little yet, so the car turns.
Are you on the throttle when you're braking, Aero?
Sometimes.
Okay, so you, okay.
What did you say? All times?
Sometimes.
Oh, sometimes.
5,
Ah.
4, 3, 2,
Okay, let's start a lap.
3, 4, 5, 4, 3,
Left side. You're clear.
Want to clarify, them tyre marks are not mine.
4,
Oh wow, come on frame rates, give me a break.
3,
Finding the limits.
2,
Second gear here, no lower.
Second there.
3, 4, 3,
That is such a big difference, Zero. Having light braking all the way through the second part, rather than brush braking. That really helps
Yeah.
the car rotate around.
5,
Even here I brake little. So it turns.
Yeah, I was too cocky that time, but
4, 3, 0.
The first corner is the same. I brake hard on the first part,
3,
and I'm on the brakes,
4,
but not hard.
It's all about minimizing the weight transfer, isn't it, for this car?
5, 4, 3,
Like here, I braked very little, just second turns.
Hmm.
Ah,
That's technical for wardrobe malfunction.
Almost 19 Sams.
4,
Yeah, it's learning how to. I don't know how to explain it. Learning how to use the brake. Ah, damn it. Learning how to use the brake a lot more, but not the way I've been thinking of using it, which is rolling up all the braking before tracking and then try and steer the car through.
1,
Now it's more trail braking. How much further trail braking I can have so that the weight transfer adds traction to the front wheels to get the car to
Yeah.
rotate.
It was different last
3.
season. You wouldn't brake in the corners.
No, I wasn't braking in the corners. I don't think I was at all. I was braking before the corners,
Yeah.
thinking I
That's
need
why-
to stop this massive weight from getting thrown off the track.
That's why people are slow now. They don't know how to use brakes.
And waiting for that throttle, the time for the throttle to get put back on.
4,
In oval racing, you hardly use the brakes, right?
3,
Really. So a lot of it is knowing when to back off the throttle, when to roll,
4,
and when to put the throttle back on.
3, 2,
I haven't quite seemed to translate that successfully into road. And in road there's braking as well, so little
4,
there's lots for me to learn. Craigie Pucky, you're not coming out?
3,
Yep. I'm just finishing my coffee.
In the middle here, I use throttle.
Okay. That helps the rear end rotate. That's pretty sure.
No, just faster.
Just what?
And in the first part, you have to slow down, but I use throttle between those two corners there. Very little.
four,
Whatever
three,
corner is
two,
full. Is it full? No? Yeah.
3, 4,
Well, even though it's sucky, I'm doing okay with 35 frames a second,
5,
but I'm not liking it. That's for sure.
4,
Oh shit, you've gone past.
Do you want us to stop and do
3,
a pit party?
Ah, you're alright, you keep going.
Do you want to slow down and let Mikey Bobby catch up, Euro? Yep, okay. We're slowing down.
2,
In this car, I think you need to left seat brake.
You don't think you need left foot brake?
I mean, you need.
Yeah. Ever since I've been using. Oh, hi, Luke McNally. Welcome to the stream, buddy. I wasn't watching. Yeah, we're having fun, teammates. Having practice
3,
with the.
Sorry.
We're having practice about how to punt the opponents off the track. And I was Craigie Puggy's cannon fodder there.
2,
I've not raced this. I would like to race this during this week. So, of course,
3,
I haven't jumped straight into a race. I'm in a practice session, and my teammates spotted me on the Twitch stream and decided to join in as well. So the other two are faster than me, Eero and Craig.
3,
And again, I'm still trying to get the knick-knack of this car setup combo, car track combo, I should say. Keep nicking that.
4,
I think it's your trading paints that's not working, Sam.
Refresh, it worked for me.
But I can see my trading paints. My trading paints colour
You can see
is
yours,
on.
but you can't see mine or Orphology.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna stop actually. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna stop actually because I'm gonna kill and restart my trading paints. Hopefully that'll fix up what's going on for me.
Refreshing hit me, so.
What was I doing as admin?
I hit Control R.
Can you be mod? No. Alright, let's fire her up. Trading paints. There we go.
Oh, look at that, Sam. I just passed Aero round the outside at turn 1.
Did you stick it?
Yeah.
Did you stick it?
I
Oh, yeah,
pulled away
yeah.
from him. Oh, I've made a mistake now, though. Look, he's going to get back past me.
1, 2,
And slow Eero up, Craig, because I'm coming out of the pits now.
I'll block him so he can't get past.
Yep. Need to catch your draft, the both of you.
He's not going past Sam.
Oh wow, okay. I'm getting frame rate sucks big
0,
time. I can't steer.
2,
Bloody hell, what's going on?
3,
It's nothing to do with downloading, I know that.
4,
Maybe it's my head tracking? I don't believe it, but I find a straight section long enough to turn it off.
3,
See if
What's
it
your
makes a
TeamSpeak
difference.
data like? Can you see it at the bottom right of TeamSpeak? Does it tell you what your ping is and your packet loss?
In TeamSpeak?
2,
Where do I look at that?
I think you have to set it on, to be honest, but mine at the bottom tells me what ping I'm running
3,
to the TeamSpeak server and if I've got any packet loss.
It's like on the status bar at the bottom? Is that what you
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, furthest right bottom, yeah. Where all the news and stuff comes out.
You got to turn it on, did you say?
I think so, yeah.
Oh wait,
0, 2,
connection quality 58%, ping 353, packet loss 0.2.
2,
Oh, it's not your,
Three.
it's not
So-
your network then, dude.
4,
It's my network, you reckon?
Oh no, it's not.
353 millisecond ping on my TeamSpeak.
5,
You ever run the task manager to see what your computer's doing while you're streaming?
Yeah, I'll do that too. Hey Reckless, thanks for joining the stream, buddy. How you been? Personally, I've not been that great, so I haven't been
3,
racing, but yeah, I have no problem getting into practice sessions and having a bit of fun. But my computer's frame rates... yes, Zero?
Are you using Windows 10?
Yes? Yes, I am.
I have turned stuff off. all the services. There are a lot of services you don't need that use CPU.
Yeah. I'm looking at my CPU, currently running at 98%.
Holy shitballs.
Yeah, you need to turn fucking stuff off from the Windows 10. That helped me.
The thing
That freeze since.
CPU you got, Sam?
didn't used to be like that. It used to be at 30% and humming nicely. This was
Yeah.
with Windows 10.
No, it's the new iRacing. After
Is-
the iRacing upgrade.
It's the iRacing upgrade, is it?
Yeah. That uses much more.
Well, it's running at 22% now. My iRacing.com simulator. Then there's iCloud, which is at 17.
See, you don't need that.
iCloud. I wonder if I could turn iCloud off. Because it's not a
Right,
service, it's a program.
I will share the links that I turned off.
Well, you could, you got shared links for an article on what to turn off?
A guy I follow on YouTube did one. His name's Barnacles. He used to work for Microsoft, so he kind of knows what he's talking about. And he's done
Maybe
it.
I used his guide. I don't remember.
Did you?
I think I did.
I know, but Barnacles.
1.
Let me just see if I can find.
Hi, Evgenikos. Welcome to the stream. Is that Track IR that I've got? It's similar. It works exactly the same as Track IR. There's a camera and there's a well, I use a clip, not a hat.
The first thing to turn off is show me tips about Windows that uses a lot.
Sorry, Evgenikos. What I'm using is something from Delan Engineering, DELAN. If you search for that, they offer a head tracking kit. Evgenikos, how did you choose that, Keith? Hang on, is that the same Keith that had a number 2 at the end of his last Twitch name?
Yeah, there's Sam.
Because if that's the case, Keith, I'm very interested to know why you chose Evgenikos as your new Twitch name, because that's a very Greek name, Evgenikos.
2.
So if you have links, guys, about what to turn off and whatnot, can you let me know, like in TeamSpeak or
I've just sent you a copy of the paste bin that we put up.
in TeamSpeak or in Facebook?
TeamSpeak, mate. The iRacing.com channel.
I see it now. Right click, copy link to copy to Control V and enter. Windows 10. So it is the right key that I've got there, Evgenikos. Well, welcome to the stream. You should hit the follow, like your old one did. Right click, copy link to keyboard. Right click, paste and go. Okay, I'm gonna shut up Monster Cat. Oh, Jesus, even clicking the mute on Monster Cat is taking a while. It's an old name for me. Started in World of Warcraft with my priest called Kine. Moved server, but name was taken, so I'd look for a different way of saying it. Evgenikos. Bravo, Su. Bravo. Very good. Alright, so that's off. iRacing. I'm gonna get that off because my CPU is dying. Alright, let's look at... Oh, you can't see what I'm doing because I haven't got the monitor on. There we go. Here we are. Okay, welcome. Put the following lines below to your host file in Windows 10. Make sure you open it from an elevated blah 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 blah. This will prevent all the telemetry servers below from resolving. Take your privacy back from Jet. That's interesting. Don't need to do that though. It's not my internet that's and resolving internet that's a problem. But I am going to fire up my Sam Catechismos racing version of Chrome, and ooh, Twitch changer, Twitchception there going. What's going on there, Keith? I'm going to copy that and paste that there, and while that's doing it, go to show my blah 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 blah, copy that, and so it's not just me, guys, who's been suffering frame rate drops and whatnot with the last iRacing update.
No. It's also Windows 10. So. I shared the YouTube link.
In Twitch?
No. Facebook.
Oh. Excuse me, guys, I'm going to turn monitor capture off for a second. Don't know what disgusting things we're going to find.
Do you use SSD?
No.
Okay.
How to optimize Windows 10 for gaming and power users. Oh yeah, that sounds good.
So you've just updated Windows 10
I followed
and you want to...
and did everything this guy said, so...
Everything, right? Okay.
Seemed to help me. That didn't lose anything.
Evgenikos is my online alter ego for pretty much all games except iRacing. Okay. Evgenikos. Well, that's very easy for me to remember, Keith, because it's very Greek. Alright, so first I'm going to... Have I got the monitor back up? Yep. First I'm going to star these and add them to
At
my...
least...
Keep going. I'm hearing and listening.
At least you can understand this guy. He speaks your language.
Yes, exactly right. Exactly right. Australian, Mike. Alright, well I am going to follow everything here, although some of them I don't believe I need to, but nevertheless. So the first one first, I am going to do Craigie Parks about following lines. So, this is live! I'm editing my computer live, yahoo! So we go to see Windows System 32, drivers, etc. Posts, right click, no, not right click. I need to fire up a admin version of this. Boom. I know, boom that way. Grab this, drag here. Now move that way. Lines you need to add to your... Yep, okay. Whoa. And... Some more.
Don't ask me how to do it because I haven't got a clue.
Oh, watch me now. Because I'm doing it right now.
I've opened it in Sublime Text, but you can't actually save it.
Oh, that's because you need to fire up Sublime Text like this. Go to the Start menu. Well, actually, a little precursor. All these, I'm assuming you're watching the stream. All these here used to be in my taskbar. But since this is very editable, I moved a lot of them, most of them, into here. So my taskbar, when I'm not running much, ends up being pretty clean. So here's my Sublime text icon. I right-click on that and then run as administrator. And then I open it that way, and then I drag and drop files into it, and it doesn't have this next problem. File, save. You lied to me! Crap. Ah, that's not fair. It proved me wrong as well. I thought I fired it up. What am I looking for? Let's try Notepad.
Yep, there we go. I've done it.
In Notepad or Sublime?
I've opened it as administrator and it's worked. I'll go back to the system files now and check that it's 100% edited.
Alright, well I'm gonna copy all this. Okay. Drag this into here. Come on. Drag and
User
drop.
disconnected from your channel.
Somebody left. System 32, yeah. Drivers. I am not looking at chat, anybody. So if you're talking to me, I just can't see it.
That's done it.
Open, Alt, paste, file, save. Date modified 1030. That looks valid. Okay, go back to yes. Excellent. Okay, so that's done. Yeah, let's look at my app in here. You have to look at my bits and pieces there. Windows, show me tips causing high CPU utilization in Windows 10. Good feature gone bad. Blah, 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 blah. The thread on Reddit shows that many experience this problem, which causes a laptop fan to spin constantly. All settings. Yep. Yep. System. Go to notifications and actions. Your CPU. Yep, okay. The only thing I'll add is mine needed a system restart before this worked. Okay, well I guess that makes sense. Because this saying that the fan was left on a lot, my CPU is doing the exact. My desktop one is doing the same thing. So yeah. All right, so we've done that. That one's done. This is the reference. Next, my runtime broker process. My runtime broker process. Runtime broker process. Minimize chat again. Sort by name. Runtime broker process. To 0. Seems like it might have been other causes since it went up to CPU 5 minutes later. Now I suspect that Java auto update has a bug ending the runtime. Runtime broker process. What can I know about this? Properties. It's a Microsoft thing. Okay. Another update turned off. Check for auto. I just uninstalled Java and it didn't make a difference. Okay. So don't do that. I'll get the chat window up again. Alright. Sorry, I'm I'm reading here on the left and my chat window's on the right, and Feel free to talk, just I may not be responding as quickly as I normally do, but your call is important. If you could just hold the line, that'd be fine. Mm. Mm. SP2 users. Who's what? You still here, Craigie?
I'm still there, mate.
Okay. I'm just working through the links that you guys gave me. What is runtime? Why is it running? Memory leaks? Okay. Because you 16 minutes of watching YouTube, guys. I'm keen. If you're not, you feel free to go away, because I know it says iRacing, but I want my iRacing to have some nice frame rates when I'm streaming, and it hasn't been happening very lately. So we're gonna find out
Get rid of all
what
the
I could
crap
do.
and make this OS awesome. Well, you've come to the right video, so let's do it.
Yeah, he sounds Australian. Has the accent.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tech Yes City. This is Brian coming back to you guys today with a Windows 10 optimization.
So let's
guide.
take a
we're
look at
gonna
a
make
Skylake
this
motherboard.
Windows
This is
more snappier. We're also going to make it less invasive, which we know Microsoft have done this time around with Windows 10. They've put in some of those privacy settings which make you feel a little uncomfortable. So we're going to get on with that first without further ado, and I'm going to be in the bottom right hand corner here guiding you guys through this whole process. Now the first thing you will want to do when you get on the desktop is left click down the search, the web and Windows, and type in privacy. Now when we do that, it says privacy settings, so we can left click that, and then we want to go through here and make sure all these settings are turned off in the first general tab here. Once we've done that, we can then go to the next tab and we can make sure location's turned off, and also choose the apps that can use your location. Just make sure they're all switched off anyway. Next is camera. We can let apps use my camera. I like to turn this off as well. And then the next setting here, microphone, let apps use my microphone. Make sure that's turned off. Going down here, you can also turn Cortana off here. As you can see, I've already turned it off, but if you have it turned on, you can actually and type in privacy. Now when we do
Okay. Lean over to my handy dandy privacy settings. Yeah. My stuff. Nope. Usually works better when I do this. Start menu, then type things. Nah, still doesn't do it. Anyway.
that, it says privacy settings, so we can left click that, and then we want to
Privacy. So let's go to system. Privacy. Yep.
go through here and make sure all these settings are turned off.
Okay. That was easy.
First general tab here. Once we've done that, we can then go to the next tab and we can make sure location's turned off, and also choose the apps that can use your location. Just make sure they're all switched off anyway. Next is camera. We can let apps use my camera. I like to turn this off as well. And then the next setting here, microphone, let apps use my microphone. Make sure that's turned off. Going down here, you can also turn Cortana off here. As you can see, I've already turned it off, but if you have it turned on, you can actually turn it off here with a little button there.
Don't
I'd
have
recommend
Cortana
turning that
here in
off as well.
Australia.
Now the next thing is account info. Let apps access my name. I like to turn that off. Going down, again, you're going to see it's generally the same thing. Everything here is pretty much set to off. So after you've turned off all these features, you can then go down to feedback and diagnostics. Now you want to change this to never. Windows should ask for my feedback, never. I don't want it being invasive. And then send your device data to Microsoft. I like to turn this to basic. So, I mean, we're going to have to send Microsoft some information. We might as well just make it as little as possible. So when we put it to basic, that's what that's doing. Background apps. Now you want to go here and make sure all these are turned off, as I've done here. And that way they're not sending data when you're doing things like playing games. So anyway, that's the first setting. Let's move on now to the next task.
Shut up. Okay, that app's running in the background. Off, 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 off. Oh, missed one. 2. Okay, done that. Are you watching my stream there, Craigie Parky?
I just turned it off, mate.
Okay, cool.
So after you've done that, the next thing you want to do is go down to the bottom left search bar here and then type in display settings. And then
Have you
after
done
we
it? Have you
open
done
that
all
up,
those
so we left click
steps?
that, open that up, we
Yeah.
then go down to notifications and actions. Now show me tips about Windows. I like to turn this off. I like to show app notifications. I like to leave that on in case something
Running
gets
through 'em
installed
all
and you don't
myself.
know about it. Now all these others here,
Display. Yep, okay.
you can turn them off. Show notifications, know about it. To show app notifications, I have to leave that on in case something gets installed. We then go down to notifications and actions. Now show me tips about display settings. And then after we open that up, so we left click that, open that up, we then go down to notifications and actions. Now show me tips about Windows. I like to turn this off. I like to show app notifications. I have to leave that on in case something gets installed and you don't know about it. Now all these other, because this is where we're going to be uninstalling a lot of crap here. So anything I'll just actually go through it with you guys. So store and mail and calendar for some reason can't be uninstalled here, but there is a way to manually uninstall it, just I'm not going to do it because everything I'm doing today can be reversed. So if you run into problems, you can reverse the whole thing and your computer should work before you did this guide. Though if you do manually remove these with special kits, it's hard to get them back on and it could potentially brick your Windows or make it work less than perfect. So what we've got here, we found food and drink. We'll just get rid of that. So that's the first culprit today. So we're just running through and just uninstalling anything we don't need. Health and fitness, yep, see you later. Going down to travel here, get rid of that. So as you can see here, I'm just getting rid of all the apps that I don't need.
I'm not going to do that
I'm just
part.
going through. Money, get rid of it. News, get rid of that too. Sport, see you later. Alarms and clocks. Solitaire, bye-bye. Phone companion, see you later. Reading app, list app, see you later. And 3D builder, get rid of that. And of course, get started. So you guys can just feel free to uninstall the ones that I'm uninstalling, programs that I don't need. Now, moving down here, we'll just take a quick look at some of the features. Multitasking, I like to leave all these on, though in previous Windows, I did turn them off. But I like to leave snapping on because it actually works really well in Windows 10. Tablet mode, I don't even bother as I don't have a tablet. Power and sleep, you can leave those settings. You don't have to really change those settings. I found they're fine. They're moving down here to offline maps. One thing you will want to do is turn it off, the automatically update maps. So make sure that's turned off there. Now, for default apps, you will want to go to Photo Viewer here and change it to Windows Photo Viewer. So the default, I think, is Photos, but you want to change that to Windows Photo Viewer. So the next thing we're going to look at is some of the services in Windows 10 and which ones should we disable. So the default, I think, is Photos, but you want to change that to Windows Photo Viewer. So the next thing we're going to do, we want to go to Photo Viewer here and change it to Windows
Photo Viewer. Change it to.
Photo Viewer. So the default, I think, is Photos, but you want to change that to Windows Photo Viewer. So the next thing we're going to look at is some of the services in Windows 10 and which ones should we disable, especially some of those ones that are in the background that could be in
parents' evening. So.
You're heading off? Did you say you're heading off? Because I had that video going.
When?
Did you say you were heading off? Because I had that video still running when you were talking.
Right, yeah, I've just got to sort my desk out and sort a bits and bobs out, so I'm not going to be on the mic.
Oh, yeah, fine.
I'm back on the stream though, so
Yeah,
I'm
fine.
going to disconnect from Newsfeed.
Yeah, not a problem. Alright,
Talk to you in chat.
I'll still be watching this video and doing things.
invasive. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to click on this taskbar here and type in services, and then we're going to open
Buddy
that. It's the
disconnected
desktop app.
from your
And what we
channel.
can do here is we can actually disable the services that we don't need. Some of those
Okay. That would be me going to etc. Let's just turn it off and fire it up again. Oops, missed. Go to PC. Yeah. And manage. Okay, this is what I use. Let's wait for it to load up. Okay. Right click, services. See what he's got to say.
invasive services. So What we're going to do is we're going to start from the bottom because I guess it's easier to start from the bottom. So Xbox, properties, we right click there. So we want to click on these Xbox services. If you have an Xbox and you use Xbox Live with your PC, then you might not want to disable some of these features. But if you're like me
I do.
and you don't have an Xbone around, then you can just right click here, click properties, and then you can click on the start
I often
tab
have
and click
Xbone.
disable. So I like to disable some of these settings, and I'm going to go through and disable
No,
the
no,
next
keep
Xbox.
going,
So
keep
all
going.
these three Xbox
Next,
settings,
next,
you
next.
can just disable them.
I don't care about
And
Xbox.
here,
I like it.
disable.
Keep going.
And then we can move up now because there's another important one that you should disable, and I think it's called DMV. It's like a keylogger. It's essentially what people call the keylogger in Windows 10. So we want to right click on this, and we want to go to properties, and we want to go to disabled.
Jesus, could do with a little bit more fidelity.
Right click on this, and we want to go to properties, and we want to go to disabled.
What the hell? It's above DNS. Automatic WAP push message routing service. I think some of the stuff he says is a bit of a fibbing. Let's get the description going over there. Double click. It's not even running, so anyway, moving on.
So it's that DM WAP push SEV. So we want to disable that, and we also want to disable diagnostics tracking service. So right click that, then click disabled.
Diagnostic tracking service, really? What's the service name again? UTCSV. Where's Task Manager? Services. Search, blah 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 blah. UTSV. No, not UTC. UTC, sorry. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Diag track. Where are you? There you go. Diag track. Service blah blah. Open services. Is that what I wanted? No. No. Go to details. There we go. That one there. Running a nice little 5 meg. CPU, nothing. Okay. I choose to keep that one.
See you later. Apply. Now, some of the other ones you may wish to disable.
Bye, cricket, bub, bub, bub.
Okay, so the next service you want to disable is Microsoft Windows SMS Router. Just right click that, click disabled. Okay, and then after this you want to go.
SMS router. It's not even running, so why would I disable it? Next.
Go to these Hyper-V settings and right click all these Hyper-Vs and just have them on
Hyper-V.
if you're just a desktop power user like me. So we can disable all them.
What did you just call yourself?
If you're just a desktop power user like me.
Man. I run Hyper-V. How's it going? I started my stream and I jumped into Grand Touring Car practice session in the Mustang at Suzuka. Had frame rates of 40 frames per second, and I know when I don't stream that frame rates are much better. So Lucky Bobby and Hero Bobby sent me links and I'm following them, as in like listening, but apparently this guy calls himself a guru and just told me to turn off the system that I use to help me launch multiple instances of Ubuntu so that I could do my tracking and streaming on separate PCs. So yeah, I'm not gonna follow him on that. I don't care what he calls himself, but that wasn't.
So we're just going to disable all them. Hyper-V, desktop power user.
To say
them on disable.
Hyper-V is not a power user thing is pretty silly, basically.
If you're just a desktop, so we're just going to disable all them.
I am a better desktop
Disable.
power.
And just disable all these Hyper-V settings, unless
Did he not notice that none of them are running like they weren't running?
right-click all these Hyper-Vs and just have them on disable. If you're just a desktop power user.
You don't use it, they're not running. Well, they don't.
Hyper-V disabled, and go through.
They don't do anything.
and
Silly boy.
disable all these Hyper-V. If you use them, you use service, and you're like, Brian, I don't think you should be disabling that, then what you can do is you can just manual demo service as well. Run a right-click that, and just disable that as well.
Not running, not taking up CPU, not taking up memory.
So some of these I'm not too happy leaving on my computer, to be honest. Just right-click these, disabled, I'm not going to use them.
Okay, I'll keep
Sensor
listening.
monitoring service, and sensor data service. These are 3 that I'm going to disable as well. So I will put a description of services that I am disabling in the comment section below. Also, the last one is fax. Since we're in a digital age, I'm not going to need this service regardless. So that's about
Again,
it
not
for
running.
services. Let's move on now to the next part of this guide. So for this part, we just go again to our trusty little search bar down here and type in system, and then we go to system control panel. Left click on that. Once we're in here, we can then go to advanced system settings. Then we can click on performance settings. And what you want to do here is you just want to copy my settings if you like it fast and snappy. In particular, slide open combo boxes. So if you do this, you'll notice if you hit your Windows key, it'll just come up really quickly. Occasions. So things will just pop out. I really like it. It makes it feel more snappier. So you press OK there. You can then go down to startup and recovery. Left click on settings, and then we can go here time to display list of operating systems. Take that off. That's just a little tweak that I like to do. Press OK there. You can then go down to startup and recovery, left click on settings, and then we can go here time to display systems, take that off. That's just a little tweak that I like to do. After you're done with that, you can then click on the system protection tab, and what we're going to do here is we're going to turn off system protection. Now, if you've updated your Windows to Windows 10, which you most likely have since you're watching this guide, your Windows 10 will now be activated from your Windows 7 or 8 key. And so this means that you can use 10 disk to legitimately install Windows 10 on your PC from here in. So for me, I like to just turn this off, free up some space. So I now click on configure and disable system protection, but also I like to click delete there, continue, and then apply it. There's lots of confirmations there. After that, we want to go over to the remote tab here. Just click advanced, take that done there. So we've done a little bit of twiddling around there.
But,
one last tweak to free up some precious SSD space is, and click run as administrator. Left click there.
I've sped up the speed of the video.
Type in power CFG-H off. And what this will do, this will turn off hibernation and it will free up some more space on your SSD. Now, if you use hibernation, actually a good thing for laptops, you may have to keep this on. So just for me, I'm a desktop power user. That's an extra thing that I like to do. So let's move on to the final parts of this guide. So for this next part, we're just going to customize things and make your desktop look like mine, which is awesome. So taskbar, and take off this show task view button because essentially it's just alt tab for lazy people. I like to alt tab myself, and then I like to right click on properties and then go to never combine. And what that'll do is it'll split all your different applications or your different tasks into individual bars. So I find this a lot easier to taskbar there. Then after we're done with that, we can then left click on Microsoft Edge, which I actually do like. It's actually a decent browser so far, especially some of the settings you can turn off and on here. So once you're opened it up there, you can click on the right corner there, go to settings, and then once you're in here, you can go down to view advanced settings. And then what we're going to do here is turn off use Adobe Flash Player and then offer to save passwords and save form entry. So we're going to turn that all off, and then we're going to choose Google as our search engine. So that's another good thing there. So we're also going to turn off show suggestions as you type and let sites save protected media licenses on my device. So after you're done with that, you can close it down, go back to the desktop, right click here and go down to personalize. So once you're on the desktop, right click there, left click on personalize. And when we're in here, we can go through background and you can choose a picture if you like. But we want to go down to colors. And basically what you can do here is you can change the color of your taskbar. I like to use a dark gray and I like to show that color on the actual taskbar. So it's easier for me to just navigate when I'm using the Windows. So, and then on lock screen, one thing we're going to do is turn off get fun facts, tips, and tricks on your lock screen. I like to turn that off. Also, there I like to occasionally show suggestions at start in the start tab here, and then you can show recent. But that's about it. So just occasionally show suggestions in start. We can turn that off. So now for this last bit, I want you to open whatever web browser you're using. I'm using Edge here, so I want you to go up the top here and type in a website called 99.com. And now what this site does, it'll give you all the applications you need in just one little package, and it's really good. I think my brother is using the internet because it's really slow at the moment. But here we go. Here we click on Skype messaging. Since I need Skype, I need VLC, I need Winamp, I need Java, I need Silverlight, and then over here I need Reader DC and QBitTorrent. And that's about it. That's all I need from this. So after I'm done with that, I just go get installer, and it pretty much just starts downloading an installer. Now for this last bit, you want to go on the bottom right corner here and go OneDrive, right click on that, click settings, and then over here we can go to, I think it's performance, improve upload speed by uploading in files and batches. You can left click that off since you don't want to use Microsoft OneDrive anyway if you're a power user. So here in general we can go start OneDrive automatically when I sign into Windows. We want to uncheck that, make sure
Stop
that's
telling me if I am or I'm not a
Every
power
time you
user.
start up your PC, OneDrive should not turn on. And if it does, you can just go to the task menu and take it and actually take it off anyway. So now the last thing you can do here is go to your start menu and you can just start uninstalling things that weren't previously uninstalled, or you can just unpin them from the start menu. So as you can see here, I'm just going through and unpinning anything I don't need, and then I can go, and if there's things to be uninstalled as well, I can uninstall them. So as you see here, everything that can be taken off the start menu is taken off the start menu, so that's a good thing now. Information to Microsoft, which is always a good thing. Really good. Some of the features built in are pretty handy, so it is a good thing to upgrade to Windows 10 if you can. And that being said, guys, if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a big thumbs up. It took me a little while to research all this and make it the way I like it, but with that being said, it's probably the best guide out there. So if you appreciate videos like these, and be sure to subscribe to TechSC as well. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, then be sure to drop a comment in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can. Peace out for now. Bye.
Okay. Well, I think what I'm going to do now is just reboot my computer, and hopefully that will make a difference. So, pretty upsetting to know that I go into a session and it just kills my frame rate. Not the fact that I'm in a session, but firing my I just got distracted. Firing up my OBS kills my frame rates. In honor of your iRacing anniversary, we have added. Thank you. I like it. I like it. Should I reboot first, Eero, or should I just jump in? Maybe I should just jump in. Just do test car on track. No joining a server. Okay. No, that was a yawn. That's not a good sign. So I was getting frame rates of about 30 to 45, 50, which ain't great. Normally I get, maybe with this track, something like 70, 80 frames a second. But 29, 30 is disgusting. I was actually driving myself off the track at one moment because I couldn't tell if I was coming or going, literally. I think I'll get my task manager up and running as well, so I could see if I'm going to be hitting that 90. I'm already hitting 90. That's stupid. That is so stupid. 93% already. iCloud 32-bit. Where are you? That one. Hundred percent CPU. Look at that! Wow. I'm gonna reset my camera. So you can see it's 37, 38 frames a second while I'm streaming. And I'm going to do the first
1,
section of the race, the track I should say.
2, 3,
And I'm having a look at my frames. The 38, 40. If I go off track, it's because I'm not looking at my I'm not looking at the dashboard per se. I'm looking at my steering. My steering. My Man, I'm tired. Yeah, I'm not out here to make world records. Just reading the numbers of my frames per second.
three,
50 through here.
two,
Better look at this U-turn.
3,
48, 40, 30,
4,
29, 40. Alright, so wow, so not steppy. Is it a service? It's probably stuttering because of this CPU usage I'm getting. iCloud services. Where are you? No, it's not a service. Okay, so I'm gonna go to here and kill it. Frame rate seems to have gotten better.
0,
A little bit. A little, maybe not. Okay, I'm gonna give that a go.
1,
So I've killed iCloud.
2, 3,
Oh my god, that is hopeless. Do you think it's that anti-cheat thing that's iRacing's got that's sucking the life out of this? Of course I can't show you what it looks like when I'm not streaming, which is what the issue is. When I stream, the frame rates drop.
4,
28 frames a second. Motherfucker.
Three.
Mm.
0. One. Two.
I've now turned off the head tracking software.
3.
Frame rate's improved a little. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. I thought. It's a little bit higher.
Four. Three.
This is looking a bit smoother. $70.
4. 3. 2.
Alright, keep going.
3.
I've been looking out at the frame rates and not out my windscreen.
4.
See, that's going to really suck if it's going to be my head tracking gear that's inducing this.
3. 4.
But it's not as terrible as it was before with the frame stuttering.
5. 4. 3. 2. 3. 4.
Does it look any better on the stream?
5. 4. 3. 4.
It does look better on the stream? Okay.
3. 4. 3. 2. 3.
It is a little slow.
4.
Yes, it is a little slower than the replay you watched of Euro. It would be.
3. 4. 5.
Definitely an improvement, guys. Still don't know how to take that. A little bit snappy there.
3, 2. Zero, 3,
Ah, there I go again.
4,
2 minute 20.72.
5,
Okay.
4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3,
Of course, why not?
4,
We'll throw that one in there too. Okay, well I gotta say this has been a lot more doable and not as distracting.
four, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Zero.
I'm gonna fire up head tracking. $81.66. Still 81's a bit high for me. Well, if I stop streaming, I'll see a change in frame rates, I'm pretty sure, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll stop streaming, see what it jumps up to, and then start streaming. So, yeah. Hang on a moment. So it's sitting around 46, 47, 48. Back. Maybe I should not tell you, but type it to you. So hit refresh and enter. And when I stopped the stream, my frame rate went from that 40 to 45 range to 70 to 75 range, just sitting in the car. So something about the activity of streaming is fucking up my frame rates, and I'm not liking it. Which version of iRacing are you running, Sam? Which version of iRacing am I running? Is there something somewhere that will let me know in the game? Oh, 64-bit. I'm running 64-bit. I'm running 64-bit. .32-bit. I just can't believe I dropped 30 frames between 30 frames a session between streaming and not streaming. That's amazing. So I was sitting at 40 to 45 frames a second at the whatchamacallit in the pits. So see what happens here now. Takes forever to load though. So 52, 53, yeah. It's a smidgen of improvement. I'm gonna stop this. Oh wow, look at that. And start. Oh, so the head tracking software is giving me a performance hit. Why is that? Where's the builds process manager? Come up. Come on up. Okay. Affinity. Open track. Seems like OpenTrack, the software that we're using for head tracking, when running, seems to eat up about 63, 61. So it sits on 62. 52. The 10 frames a second for this. Really, guys? What's the affinity? Got no idea what that is. I'm not sure what to make of my head tracking software. Didn't think my head tracking software caused any kind of problems before. But this general frame rate mass drop has been picked up since, or noticed I should say, since the latest Microsoft small update. Maybe it's one of these. What have I got to know? Use track IR hide. Enable both. Up. That. Maybe I'm overexerting you here. Trying to figure out what would make a difference. Frame rate got up a bit. So 320 by 240 at 75 Hertz frame rate. Yeah, that makes sense. 55 still, yep. Okay, that needs to be rotating that camera around a bit now. Ah, oh, you may be wondering, what the hell are you doing, Sam? I'm trying to find what is it within OpenTrack that is sucking frame rates per second. Retrack, enable both. Not sure XLA would be it. Okay. I don't think that one made a difference, so we'll put that back on. And we're going to go for a drive. Yeah, turn the monitor capture off.
1,
Let's see how we go.
2, 3,
Well, the head tracking is a little bit insensitive. Like it's not mimicking closely
4,
the exact thing that my head's doing. Well, it's not doing it as good as when I was in 640 by 480 mode.
We've noticed you're driving all over the damn racetrack.
Woohoo!
1,
Maybe I should just close my eyes and hit reset and go from there.
0, 2,
I'm pretty confident there's probably other things I need to do as well, like recalibrate the camera, the pitch, roll and yaw. Well, okay, that's an improvement. And no, I'm not talking about my driving, I'm talking about the
1,
responsiveness of the frames.
3,
I do have to recalibrate the camera settings, but I'm not going to be doing that now. I can't be bothered with it. Certainly not as jarring as before.
Three,
Hitting some nice frame rates.
4, 3, 2,
So it looked like moving from 640 by 480 frame capture to 320
4,
320 by 240 frame capture seems to put a lot of load, will reduce the workload
3,
for the camera and the head tracking, which I'm happy to report is still raceable in terms of head tracking,
4,
but I need to recalibrate it, of course, because I changed bits and pieces. But the smoothness has come back.
5,
Wow, we even hit the apex there.
4, 3, 2,
I think I could do better, much better with that entry there.
3,
Alright, now that I've had one lap with this setup,
4,
when I mean setup, I mean the head tracking and all the quirks that comes with it.
5,
How relaxed am I eye-wise with another lap?
4, 3,
Come on. Go, 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 go.
4, 3,
Ah,
Get in that groove.
4, 3, 0, 2,
oops. Fuck that one over.
3, 4, 3,
You got the black flag, so who's gonna pit? Tip 4. Ah, big, take it off. Go get some. Get with Andy, see what the penalty is.
Well, that's
Thing,
much
stop and
better.
go. Tip 4.
Anyway, I'm going to call it quits, guys. I'll still have to muck around and
Go ahead,
dick
bring
around
it down
with
into our
this.
pit box. We'll
But,
just take a quick look at it.
I appreciate everyone's patience who remained in the channel waiting for me to sort my shit out so I could see what was going on with my frame rates and using a process of elimination, which isn't the quickest way to solve things, but I think it's helped me limit it down to two things. One is open track and what frame rate you use, what camera settings you use, excuse me, and the other was going through those settings and picking choice ones to apply to my computer. And I want to go and go through a reboot and play around with it. But I am tired, so I'm going to call it a night. Craigie and Iro, thanks very much for hanging around and being in the session with me. That was really nice. I really enjoyed that. But it's time for me to go, because my eyes are droopy. I'm not sure who else is on. We can have a quick look. Let's fire that up. Don't know why I did to do that. Excuse me. And I've got this going. You can't see what I'm doing, can you? No. Done and dusted. Let's go visit Steve 7 Plays. Say hi to Sam. Say hi to him from Sam Catechismus Racing. I'm not jumping on his stream right now. I'm gonna reboot the computer and log it back in. And I'll be joining him shortly. But I certainly want to wind down for the night before I collapse. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you soon, and when I feel a bit better, I'll be doing racing. But for now, it's just been practicing and whatnot. So again, thank you. Good night. Bye for now.